It's so annoying. So annoying. Hello, VOD watchers. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for liking the stream. Leave a comment if you are VOD watchers so I know that you are here. If you are a VOD watcher, which I highly appreciate, by the way. Ooh, a fortune. Hi, Axolotl. Hello, hello. Hi, Poetry. Hello, Kiara. Hi, Lily. How's everyone doing today? Just doing a little desk organization before we get started today. Hi, Barry. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Ivy. Hello, Tamara. Hi, hi. My desk is a mess. You're doing good? Good, good, good. Welcome to our Thursday stream. I just realized there's probably not like a super long time until school starts again for some of y'all. What does the fortune say? It's a cute one. That's why I keep it on my desk. It's a cute one. A little Eepy. Aw, thanks, Kiara. Hi, Waffles. Hi, Thompson family. Hello, hello. I have like a ton of clay scraps on my desk right now. I'm trying to clean it all off. You don't start school until August the 5th. Oh, okay, so you still have a decent amount of time before school starts. Just a little bit. Oh, it says the best thing you can do is get good at being you. You bought yourself and your son a Mini Cooper? That is so cute. I used to love Mini Coopers so much. They were like my #1 car that I wanted until I saw the car that I have now, which is a Subaru Sambar. They're Japanese cars. I still love Mini Coopers so much though. Starting high school, that's so exciting. Beginning of September. Thanks, Kiara. I appreciate you. Okay. So the idea is today we make a big axolotl for all of these tiny axolotls. As you can see, I have made an exuberant number of them at this point. We still have enough to do a full Mancala set if I ever feel like, I got bit by a bug. If I feel like doing a Mancala board, I will do that. But I have a ton of axolotls. Waffles, that's so funny. I love Lafufus, they're so cute. But yeah, we have a ton of the little tiny axolotls now, just like an absolute plethora of them. And then I still have all of the ones that I made for the Mancala set done as well. So I was thinking, what do I do with all these axolotls? Like, I don't think this many people are gonna want a single axolotl. So we're gonna make a pour set version of the axolotl. If you've seen much of my content, you've likely seen me make a pour set. And so that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna make a larger axolotl or two for pour sets. And if you like these axolotls, I also made axolotl beads because I know I have a lot of people who like making like jewelry and bracelets in my community. So, you know, we're gonna do a pour set today. How does that sound, everyone? Does that sound like a plan? So many naked axolotls. You have a crush? You can just ask him. You can just ask him. Some of them only have 2 gills. I need a... And luckily, I actually made the spheres beforehand, but I could make one. Do y'all want to see how I make the spheres with my little mold, or do you just want me to sculpt the axolotl? What's the vibe? What color is Mama Axolotl gonna be? I'm thinking about doing a black one and then a pink one. So one of each, hopefully. Yes, yes. Okay. I think we'll make the ball first. So this is the size mold I'm going with for this, just because, like, look at how many could fit inside, you know? I don't think it needs to be much bigger than that. Thank you, Jake. I'm gonna make a clay sphere, a hollow clay sphere using this push mold. This clay is way too hard. Let me grab some clay. We have clay. This clay is much squishier, so I won't hurt my hands. So what I do, you can completely hand build these, don't get me wrong. This just makes it way easier for me to list things because they're all the same size, so I know exactly how big to list them at. But you could just completely pinch pot your sphere, right? Like exactly how I'm doing now, except you just do a good job and do it a lot longer. This just kind of helps me keep everything really uniform, I suppose, is the correct word for it. But I do most of the work by hand, so that way it's easier to do this part. Hi Tiffany, hello Sama, hello, hello. How do I have so much clay? I buy 25-pound bags at a time, so I do have quite a bit of clay. This side's ripped a little bit, it's fine. 6 minutes into the stream and 30 likes is insane. Thank you so much everybody who has given the stream a thumbs up. I highly, highly appreciate y'all. But we're making a big axolotl. Oh, thank you, Allison. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so 1/2 done. This used to take me so long, but I've gotten better at it for sure. Hi, DL7. Hi. I'm pretty good. I'm excited to be streaming today. I was ready to come yap with y'all. Ready to come yap, see how everybody is doing. Goodness gracious. Should I try to make a whale shark or something? Yeah, why not? Definitely. Going for another 2-hour stream, we will see. Paula, we are making a big axolotl for the little axolotls to pull out of. Thank you, DO7. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with these nails. I love the little fishies on them. Hi, Moon. Hello, hello. Gotta make sure this thing is nice and even. Yeah, it should be cute. So here are the little axolotls, and so the big axolotl needs to hold a bunch of these. So that's what we're doing right now. Yeah, new nails. New nail alert. New nails. Did everybody watch the new YouTube short? I posted it late on accident. I scheduled the like upload for tomorrow or like tonight at midnight instead of today at noon. So it went up at a weird time. You love the dino? Thank you. You saw it? Yay! Yeah, it took, if y'all after stream want to go check out that short, I would highly appreciate it. It took me 2 days and over 8 hours to edit. And I know it doesn't seem like that different from one of my normal videos, but because there was so much footage to go through, it was actually crazy. Like after I put this piece in, let me show y'all what the edit looked like on my side. Yeah, all of these are made by me, Paula. I made all those by hand. I did. Let me put my phone on airplane mode so no one texts me. Okay, so here is the edit of the video that just went up yesterday. So this is my voiceover. These are all the captions. And this is just part of the video. So there's like another 20 seconds after this. These are all clips. So all of those black lines, like where you can't see anything, those are all clips, every single one of them. So I have it a little more zoomed in on this one so you can see a little better, but all of these are clips. Every single one of those is a clip, and that's just for 50 seconds. It's like, I think it's like a 1:40 long video. That's just the TikTok editor. It's my favorite, my favorite editor. Oh, no fallout. Yeah, I made all, they're ceramic. All of these. These are the little things that I make by hand. Change little guy's hat today? Okay, I will. Let's let him wear his little baseball hat. He doesn't get to wear this one as enough. We started a purse today. That's awesome. I'm also really bad at knowing how long things take, to be fair, so I feel like you're valid for that one. Okay, now that I have my two halves of my sphere, I'm gonna slip and score them together. You've probably seen me do this a million times if you've ever seen one of my videos. If you haven't, slipping and scoring is super, super important to make sure that the two pieces stick together. You are more or less trying to make Velcro out of the clay, and this is what allows them to stick together without ever coming apart. So we're just slipping and scoring this, getting it nice and roughed up. And again, this is gonna be the face of like our bigger axolotl. And then one of the things that I'm making that I'm really excited about is I made a bunch of those teeny tiny triceratops. You may have seen them in some videos. They're like this guy, but really, 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 really little. I'm gonna make like a little cave, so that way somebody can get a little cave for their tiny little triceratops, and I think it's gonna be so cute. Hi Art, hi T, hello, hello. Does crafting affect my nails? Not really. Not really. If I paint them with like regular polish, it definitely does. That's why I like to get them done with gel. It works really well. Acrylic works better than on my natural nails with gel. They stay forever, but I don't have, it's just my natural nails right now. Yeah, a little cave. Clay or slime. This is clay. How do I keep it? So it's just slip, it's just clay and water. So if it starts getting too dry, I just put more water in it. His party attire? Yes, you can absolutely request that. I will give him his cake and everything, Sarah. For sure. Hi, Rose. Am I streaming again tomorrow? I am. Tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Hi, Mia. It is ceramic clay, yeah. A vast majority of what I use is ceramic clay, but a lot of my techniques can also be used with air dry clay. You just have to make like really slight modifications. Polymer clay, definitely more modifications, but all of it should be possible with all of the clays. Can I make a volleyball? Sports aren't really my type of creation, personally. I played volleyball in school. I was a volleyball player in middle school, way back in the day. But I was really a golfer. A golfer. Ew. Why party attire? Tomorrow is Sarah's birthday. Which is my most useful tool for sculpting? Ugh. I know this is a lame answer, but I would say that my finger is probably the best tool overall. So I like to use a lot of tools just because my hands start hurting really bad, and using tools really helps with diminishing some of that pain. That's one of the reasons that I like using this sphere mold as well. I don't have to be as accurate when I'm doing my pinch pots because I just do them like halfway and then this does the rest of the work. It's really important to take good care of your body. So my finger and then this tool, which is not meant to be like a sculpting tool, and then this tool, which is also not meant to be a sculpting tool, are probably my favorites. Poetry, I use ceramic glaze, which is more or less like glass. So unless you have access to a kiln, you cannot use it. But if you do have access to a kiln, it's Amoco LG10. Tomorrow is Sarah's birthday, Ryan. But hello, Ryan. Okay. So I got it mostly smoothed out. Now I'm just gonna roll it around on the table to try to get some of those lines down before I pull out my sponge. Or I mean the silicone nail art tool first. 60 likes in 15 minutes is crazy. Thank you so much to everybody who has double tapped the screen. You're Hungarian. Hello, hello. Hello, Aaron. Hello. Or Aaron, or Aaron, or... Okay. Looking much better already. This is definitely the part that takes the longest, is getting it all smoothed out, but it's not too bad. Just a little bit of back and forth, you know? Right, Moon? I feel like that would be so cute. Hi, Rose. Do I ever bake? Yeah, I love cooking and baking and food. You're out of the top 3, no. Yeah, we're making a big derpy axolotl. That's exactly what we're doing, lady. That's exactly what we're doing. A big axolotl. Okay, so this ball is pretty much as smoothed out as I can get it before it dries out a little bit more. As you can probably tell on camera, the clay is super, super soft at this stage. So if I do too much smoothing, I'm gonna deform it in a crazy way. So I like to just kind of get it mostly smooth and then set it aside, and then I will smooth it out more when it is more dry. And then this one at the same time, okay? These are the little axolotls. They're not painted yet, obviously, but this is the little ones that are gonna go inside the bigger one. Little baby axolotls. Okay. Every time I pick it up, I like hurt it a little bit. Will I sell the whale shark? I will. I'm making a lot of whale sharks. Hi, Darth. Hi, Yatami. Hello, hello. Name kind of sounds like Terra Yummy when I say it like that. Yikes. I could axolotl, but I want a lot of them to be different colors, so I have to like break it up a bit. Yep, I know, Ryan. For the record, I am Mexican. I know the proper pronunciation of axolotl. I think there's just some words that have been Americanized, that we have like the American version of the word. If I was speaking Spanish, then I would probably pronounce it properly. For the sake of the fact that I'm making these like not very historically accurate or scientifically accurate little axolotls, we're just kind of going with the term that most people are familiar with. Cat hair. Luckily for me, the cat hair does burn out in the kiln. So as long as it's not crazy, I can get it out. I can get it out. Okay, movie magic, new clay ball. We're just gonna go over it with a sponge one time. I do reside from the home of the axolotls. Yeah, it's like axolotl. 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 Okay, see it, look, Moon. I got a cat hair in it instantly. Instantly got a cat hair in it. Perfect. Exactly what I was hoping for. So we need this piece. If you're not familiar with my pour sets, they are a larger piece with a big, huge open mouth, and then like littler versions typically come out of it. Sometimes I'll do some that are like a watermelon with watermelon seeds coming out of it or something like that. But for this version, it'll be an axolotl with a bunch of baby axolotls in the mouth. Hi Moss, we are making a axolotl, a big axolotl. We always listen to the Minecraft soundtrack in here. Every single day. So I need to figure out how big I want the mouth to be. Probably bigger than this. Hi King of Food, hello, hello. Hi Maz. Hi the Books Girl. You're crocheting an axolotl right now. I love that. Hi Maria. I'm good. I'm good. How are you? I do ship internationally. Yep. Yep. This one's almost too big. Son of a gun. I don't really have one that's in the middle. Maybe this. Hold on. You're not going outside, mister. Okay, this one should work. It's just a little bit bigger. You're on your way to work. Hi, Tanya. Hello, hello. Happy Thursday to you, too. I kind of want it to be, I'm going to mess up this cookie cutter. I kind of want it to be more ovally for this one. I think it'll be cuter ovally. 15 pounds of stuff with you. Oh, no. What's my favorite color? Probably... I mean, black is my favorite color if you let me choose black. If you don't want me to choose black, then I'm gonna say yellow. I do wear a lot of green though. I don't know. I like a lot of stuff. Yeah, I could print cookie cutters for the mouths of the pieces, but I just haven't done it yet. I don't know why. To figure out what side is gonna be the front. This side, I guess. It's like a little... This is the hardest part, y'all, is trying to... If I lived in New York City, what would be your dream job? I already have my dream job. I don't need to live in New York for it. I already have my dream job. I currently have my dream job that I was too scared to even dream for because I just didn't think it was in the realm of possibilities for me. You literally have a slab of clay that has your face printed on it with you. It's bisque though? Okay, that's good. I was like, that's so scary. Moon's yapping curse is back. I already have my dream job. And I think if I, like, the place for my dream job, like, that everybody wants to be is LA, not here, so. Or not in New York. Not in New York. Oh, you live in New York? That's awesome. Thank you, Sunset. I appreciate that. According to my doctor, I live in pretty much the worst place I could for my health, which is kind of rude if I do say so myself. Lena, hello, hello. Oh, thank you, King of Food. Yeah, I love that little dino. I need to get a little piece of wood to mount his head. Okay, this is the start of our axolotl. Uh-huh. Bryce, that's a great dream job. I feel like barista is such a fire job. It would be so fun. Yes, poetry. Do it. Fantasy fiction. Yeah, you would have had to move into NYC for sure. Are we seeing the vision, y'all? So the next thing we're gonna do is cut out the mouth, but I'm gonna let it sit while we carve out the actual gills for the piece. That way it's a little bit more leather hard. Right now it's like kind of squishy. It's a little squishy. Hi Camry, hello, hello. You love the cup of axolotls, yeah. Everybody has a cup of axolotls. Ooh, Mia, that, like living out in the country, oh, so nice. So nice. He's so derpy, he is. I'm really happy with this shape. I'm glad I decided this shape for the mouth, and I love how, like, you know? Okay, he's sitting right here for now. I'm gonna take some clay. We got the like goal? Oh my god, in 26 minutes. Thank you so much to everybody who has given the stream a thumbs up. I highly appreciate it. You can hear the cat cheering in the background. He's so excited that we hit the like goal already. High fives all around. Thank you so much to everybody who has double tapped the stream today. I highly appreciate it. I feel like I should change the like goal today. Let's make it 200. Can we hit 200 today? We hit it last time, which was crazy. 123 minutes? Oh my gosh. Is he hangry again? Yeah, for sure. Sasha, thank you so much for the party hat. Oh my goodness, thank you, thank you. We should give Kitty an honorary name. What should his name be? It has to be, I think, something that it like relates to the fact that he's always hungry on stream. Thank you so much for the sub, Bryce. I appreciate you. I don't know if this is enough clay to do all of the thingies, but we're gonna try. Gills. Mochi. Hippo. Garfield. I love that, Maria. I love that. Munch. I think mouth. Munchie's kind of cute. Munchie's kind of cute. Munch munch. Bye Emma, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you had a good time here. Okay, let's see how these look on him. I think this one's too long already. Let me go ahead and cut that down. Oh, y'all are so cute all saying bye. I love when y'all say hi and bye to each other so much. My baby rolling pin. It's so cute. It's like my favorite thing. I saw it at the pottery store and I was like, well, I guess I need that. Scary. Camry, I don't think I've said hello to you today. Hi, hi. There's dog hair in your clay. No. No. Okay, we're just getting a mild visual right now. Don't worry, we're gonna have to slip and score. I'm just making sure that they're kind of the right size. I feel like that's cute, no? I don't think they're too big. I think this is like, and I know they could like, to be historically accurate, scientific, why do I keep saying that? To be accurate, they would all need to be, you know, the same kind of long length, but for the sake of the piece, I think it's cute if there's two shorter ones and then a long one. Hi Maria. Hi Nino. Hello, hello. They look cute. Okay, we're going for it, y'all. But first I need to, so once again, now that we cut these out, we're gonna let them sit here for a second while I carve the mouth open, and then we'll attach them after the mouth is cut open. So kind of a little back and forth. Hi, Kayla. Do you use high fire wire? Yes, I do. I do. Hi, Cat Queen. Hello, S13. Or Sienna, I guess. He looks like a fish. He does look like a fish without his gills. I'm trying to be super careful. I don't want to mess up his face shape because I feel like it's perfect right now. Trying to be very careful. I'm locked in, y'all. Sorry. Be good in chat. Be good in there. Do I have a preferred high fire wire brand? I just buy some off of Amazon. I just type in high fire wire ornament hooks and then get those. They come in a little box that looks like this. I mean, that one's very dirty, but water break time already? Hello, my little plants. This is the Midori house, the greenhouse, making you my little plants. And my only job here is to keep you both happy and hydrated. So if you haven't had water in a while, please get up and grab some water. If you have water, why don't you go ahead and grab a little sip for me? But then do a little stretch because I'm guessing you haven't moved in a while. Again, this is the Midori house, the greenhouse, and my only job here is to keep you both happy and hydrated. So if you haven't had water in a while, please go ahead and grab some water. Does the clay harm the axolotls? So if this was for an actual axolotl, no, it would be fine. All of my pieces are made with food grade materials. So it's just like putting a terracotta pot in an aquarium, which is super common practice in the aquarium world. One of the things that was super important to me when I started doing ceramics was that all of my pieces were pet safe. That they were pet safe. You haven't had any water all day. Oh no. You gotta have water during the axolotl stream. You gotta have water. His big open mouth is big and open. This is where he's gonna look scary until I paint him. Just a heads up, chat. This is the expected current outcome. Okay, so now I need to mark around him where his gills need to go. So that way they're even on both sides. Is that right? Nope. Right here? Right here? Probably right there. I'm planning to do pink and black. Yeah, both. Both. So I'll make 2 of these, hopefully. Maybe even both on stream if this one finishes quickly. And they'll be slightly different. I never try to make my pieces the exact same. I think it's more fun. People are always like, why don't you make slip cast molds? It would go so much faster. You could make so much more if you did this. And I'm like, I don't know. I kind of like the idea that they're all like handmade one at a time through struggling. That I'm just struggling through making all my pieces. I feel like if I was like slip casting my stuff, I might as well just get somebody to manufacture my designs for me in China and mass produce everything. I don't know. I know that's like, I don't have any problem with anyone else using molds or anything like that, or making molds of their pieces. Like, that's awesome. It's probably way better for your body. But I kind of like doing things the hard way. I kind of love it. You're splitting your piece with a Target gift card. That's perfect. I'm sure that'll work well. Oh, no worries, Axolotl. I am happy to have you as long as you can be here, but always do real life stuff when you gotta do real life stuff. I'm getting an axolotl for my axolotls. Ooh, half axolotl done. An axolotl, we're making axolotls. Just 2 art, which is more than I typically make of any single piece. Just the 2 of them. Because I want to do a pink and a black one, so. I just got the idea to do my entire restock in pink and black, but then I realized I already have some stuff done, so I can't. How am I doing this? A lot of, I don't know. You just kind of start, like you take your stick and then suddenly you give it eyes and now it's a snake, you know? Like once you have one shape, just keep working with it and then eventually you'll have an entire axolotl. This guy started as a little circle. This is a circle and a pancake, but then I just kept messing with them and now he's an axolotl. Okay, gill side 1 done. Thanks, Santa. Do I make other crafts other than clay? I do. I love painting, I love sewing, I like cosplay stuff. I have a 3D printer, so I love 3D modeling. I do digital art. I don't know, I do a whole bunch of stuff. Here's a little painting I did the other day of my snailian critter. My little snailian alien. Luffy, hello. Thanks, Mary Jane. Sometimes when I'm trying to figure out like what ceramic pieces I want to do next and like the logistics, making sure that I can fit them all in and timing and stuff, I will paint while I'm thinking. So that way my brain's still doing stuff. Or if I'm watching a stream or something like that, I make little other art pieces. This is low fire clay, Mary Jane. Hi, Mushroom Queen. I have a bunch of Labubus. I think that for the art community, Labubus are one of the coolest thing that's ever happened. And I think a lot of people don't recognize that, but I think Labubus are sick. Just from a business and art perspective. Really, really cool. I think Pop Mart in general is really cool. Axolotl watering bell? I have not, but that could be cute. That could be cute. Galaxy one? That would be adorable. I feel like y'all are gonna trick me into making a bunch of galaxy stuff again. I'm just gonna accidentally end up with a whole ton of galaxy stuff. Opposite. The galaxy is so pretty. I do have a ton of fun painting it. The only thing that drove me kind of crazy is everybody was like, oh my god, those are so millennial core, and I was like, what? Just because they're galaxy, like a lot of people were saying they were giving like Y2K kind of vibes. All of the axolotls, or not the axolotl, the space stuff, which I don't have a problem with. I just thought it was funny that like galaxy stuff's kind of throwback vibes to like the 2010s. Thank you, Nino. Ryan, that sounds so cute. I'll have to look that up afterwards. Yep, I am Stickbug. It'll be available early August with everything else that I've been working on. It's crazy because here on YouTube, everybody's like, would you ever consider selling your art? Like, and then on TikTok, I don't mention anywhere that I'm selling my art, and everybody's like, so when are you selling this? How can I buy this? Where can I add it to my cart? It's like the vibes are so different on different platforms. Mary Jane, it is currently 35% humidity in here, so it's super low for what I'm used to. Typically, I feel like it's around 60 something in the studio. So everything's kind of dry and quick today, which I don't love, but can't do, I don't want to like put a humidifier out here, so. You ruined the body? No! Mariachi one with the sombrero? What? Have you done a strawberry? I've done so many strawberries, Junior. So many, so many. I feel like I missed a chat, but I don't know which one. Hi, Schneider. Have I done any fruits? I've done a lot of fruits. We've done cherries, strawberries, peaches, apples, watermelons, mango, banana. All kinds of stuff. Yeah, I have a tiny little studio. It's just very humid in here because I just have a window unit. It's like a separate room, separate thing. Yeah, no, I sell everything. Little Guy's the only piece that I ever kept, even though he was perfect. I don't make my pieces to keep. The fun part for me is keeping, like, making them. Is keeping them. I mean, is making them. Is humidity good for the clay? I think it's really good for working with the clay, just because it keeps it wet longer, so it's workable for more time. Eileen, I only have the Little Guy as my mascot. He's like he's the most frequently reoccurring creature. I mean, he's my profile picture on most, I think, everything now as well. So now that Bryce, that's so sad. Now that I have all of the things slipped and scored on, I'm just gonna go around and smooth them out with a wet paintbrush to make all of those edges nice and soft. And then we're gonna go back around with slip and add some frilly bits to all of these gills, so that way they look kind of fluffy. If you've seen a real axolotl, they have really fluffy gills, right? This is where they get their oxygen exchange happening. So once I get them all smoothed out, we're gonna add some frilly parts to the gills, and then we'll see what the vibe is. I sell everything that I make, yeah. Hi Anna, hello, hello. No bodies. I like to just make the heads of pieces. I know it's kind of weird, but I think it's funny. Something about it is funny. So we can either do another axolotl once I finish this one, or we can make a space one, because I also made a bajillion aliens. So we could do a little planet that spits out maybe aliens and stars or something. Bye, Bryce. I hope you feel better soon. A UFO. I thought about a UFO, but then I don't know, I feel like a UFO just having a big hole in it's kind of weird, and then the shape isn't very pleasing to hold in your hand for a pour set, so I think a planet just works better. a little bit better. Y'all, I took a Mucinex because I am experiencing some sinus pressure. I was hoping it would help, but I feel crazy. I'm trying to lock in though. Yeah, a UFO with cows coming out of it would be super cute. I feel like that would work better for like a 3D print or like polymer, just because I'm worried about their legs snapping when they just get poured out of a thing. And I could make them like my... Maybe we'll try making a cow after a little tiny cow, like how I kind of do my Triceratops babies with the really short stubby bodies. I've made one cow before, but it was really detailed. So I don't know. Can y'all tell how much smoother the gills are getting since I'm doing this? Hi, Key. Oh, no worries, Mary Jane. You are in chat. That's what chat is for. Yapping. Feel free to ask away. I might miss your questions, and please don't think I'm ignoring you. I am just kind of actively focusing on not breaking these gills off. You know what I'm saying? And that goes for everybody. If I miss your chats, please know I'm trying. I am here. I am reading chat when I can. Just currently, I'm kind of locked in. I'm kind of locked in. Your school canceled their sculpting class. That's so sad. Oh, I'm so sad for you. Hi, Miguel. Hello, hello. Hi, Josie. Hello, Catherine. How do you say hi? I think when you come into the stream, Axolotl, there's like a little button you can push. But it's like when you first join. So I built my studio from ground up. It's like steel frame type vibe. Metal roof, all that jazz. We just, like fully insulated it, put in an AC unit, got windows from like dead stock from home builders, and then got it all wired up to the main house. What is the thing next to your name? They have top fans now on YouTube. So if you comment a lot or like the stream, share the stream, there's a bunch of things that you can do that will add to your XP. And then based on that, there are people in chat who have fan ranking. It's just for like a fun thing. Josie, we are making a little axolotl for my axolotls. So it'll be like this, and then, wee! It's just a cute little funny piece that I do kind of frequently. Nikita, I was talking about you earlier without talking about you. I was gonna say your name, but then I was like, is it cringe if I'm like, I made a cow for Nikita? I didn't really make it. I made it at Nikita's request, and Nikita happened to buy it at the restock. Hi, Icon. Hello, hello. It's weird being a fangirl. You're not a fangirl, you're just a chatter, and I love that. That's why we're live. That's why I'm live, guys, to chat. Otherwise, I just post more videos. When's restock? I'm hoping for early August. We're gonna see. I've been a little bit behind pace because there's a kitty living in my studio right now. and it's, yeah, it's just a little different than normal. Can I make a Dalmatian? I don't make too many dogs. Have I made any cats? Yes, I've made a ton of cats. I once did a Mancala board with cats, and every single cat on the entire Mancala board, so all 48 cats were different. Did I figure out what I want to do with the Triceratops head? I think the vibe there is to, what's it called? Mount it. That's, I like, look how cute it is. Look how cute it is. Stick bucket definitely depends. I typically have minis starting from $14. I want everything to be super accessible as possible. I would say the most of the pieces range in the like $100 area, but I have a ton of pieces starting from 14. Ah, no. Okay, I think we're gonna have to do this in two go rounds. Yeah, I think mounted would be adorable. And look at the head, like it's so cute like that. It's so cute like that. So right now I'm just using slip to add little gills to the gills, like the little frilly bits, the soft bits where they can actually get oxygen. So that way it looks a lot softer, right? So we have like the bottom with nothing versus this. I feel like this is way cuter. Yeah, he's gonna throw up his babies. He's gonna throw up his babies. Wow. Aww. Loma or Imo, Ima, maybe? Thank you so much for the laughing disco ball. I super appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And 170 likes. Thank you so much, everybody who has been sending gifts or liking the stream. I really appreciate y'all. And if you could tell me how to properly pronounce your name, I will thank you properly. Can we see a studio tour? My studio is tiny. There's not much to tour. I will clean it one day and we can do a studio tour on live though. Yes, this is pottery. So this is ceramic clay. It will go in the kiln. Yay, koala! It will go in the kiln. Right now I'm just adding little slip gills to the piece. But yeah, we just got a little axolotl. An axolotl. Ooh, I don't have, I'm gonna mute real quick. Okay, we're back. There's someone in my, someone came in. I don't have my stream light on. I don't have my stream light on and somebody came in here. I forgot. I mean, I have my stream schedule posted for everybody who could come in here, but I forgot to turn my light on. forgot to turn my light on. Can I make a frog next? I've made so many frogs, but I can definitely make a frog. Music just got so loud. There we go. So now we have all of the gills done on everything. Kiara, thank you so much for the 100. I swear these people are dropping by and I've never seen them in chat, so I feel bad, but thank you, thank you. Sid, I think all of my toys are for adults. Hi, YK. It's so loud right now. Yeah, the music got crazy. No, no bunnies. Bunnies is at work. Bunnies is at work. Okay, one axolotl is done. What do we think? I mean, obviously he still needs to be painted and all that. He still has a long way to go in the grand scheme of things, but the sculpt is done. Which is great. How do I dry the clay? It just sits out in the air and then I put it in the kiln once it's completely dry. I'm pretty happy with that. I think he's cute. I love how big these gills are. I feel like it makes him look like... I think the mouth like looks more balanced because these are big. Like it kind of looks like he's screaming and his gills are flaring out. You used my channel to make dinosaurs today. That's so exciting. I love that. I would love to see them. I have on my post page, there is a community section, I believe, that you can post pictures on if you want to share them. I would love to see that. I would love. Yeah, it's an axolotl. Hi, Lori. Hello, hello. Thank you, Camry. But yeah, here we have one axolotl is done. Where should I feel like I'll put him, maybe y'all can see him a little if I put it right here. I don't really want to move the whale shark, but maybe I should. His fins are so big. Doesn't fit very well there, but it'll do. There we go. It's crazy back there. There's a lot going on in the back. Okay, what did I say I was gonna do? I was gonna try to make a tiny cow, I guess. I don't make anything big, Sid. Nothing. I've never made a single piece that's that large, ever. The Triceratops is staring into your soul. Yep, all both bottoms, both gills are touching the table. Yep. At this point, and then along this side. So for this cow, I'm gonna use 2 pieces of clay. One slightly smaller than the other, like this. I've never done this way besides the one time that I made a cow, so we're gonna see if I can make it work. Oh, thank you, the book girl. Oh, no worries, Lori. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, it will rub the slip off the gills, but I wanted it to be like that so that way it's like completely flat in those areas. I knew that that was gonna happen. I just wanted to do it all the way around so it was complete. King of Food, I'm not really sure what you're asking for, but we're just sculpting the thingy right now, the cow body right now. So with this one little bean, I'm gonna cut a plus into it. Cut a plus into it. This is how I make all of my dinosaurs. Your fingers must be sticky. No, they are actually very dry. And dusty. Oh, thank you, Francesca. I really appreciate that. Hi, Lynette. Hello, Schmuck. Hello, hello. Okay, so once we have it looking like this, take this silicone nail art tool and kind of get these little 4 points looking more like legs. Just a little bit. We're gonna do most of the sculpting work for this with a paintbrush because it is tiny. It is way easier. Okay, we have that. So you can already see, right? These like little legs. Little legs. You should be the clay version of Bob Ross. Hi, Maria. And then we're just gonna go round and round and round and round and round and round. And this is gonna help make those legs look more like legs. The legs look like legs, you know? Shaker cow with cookies inside? That would be so cute. Oh, thank you, Francesca. Francesca. You hired someone to clean your kitchen? That is my dream. Would it break if it fell from the table or just deform? At this point, it would just deform. We are currently trying to make a little cow. The very first little cow that I have made in a very long time, but just like a regular schmegular little baby cow. We're gonna see. It might not work. You might get to see me fail on live, okay? So lock in, everybody. Also, we are almost at 200 likes, which is crazy. Thank you so much to everybody who has given the stream a thumbs up. I highly appreciate y'all. Also, if you are a VOD watcher and you're watching right now, hey chat, can y'all say hi to all the VOD watchers? Can you just say hi in chat? Even if you're a lurker, you want to just drop in real quick, throw a little hi in there for me. Want to throw a little hi in the chat for the VOD watchers? There is like a little live chat thing. It might only be on mobile, but you can watch the chat on the VOD. Chicken head that rains eggs. I've done an egg that rains chickens because I thought that would be funny. To do it opposite. Okay. Trying to make a cow head. I think that's cow head shaped. I love how I live in Texas. I've seen probably 10,000 cows in my life, and I'm still like, I think this is what a cow looks like. Like, girl, how do you not know? Hello, my little plants. This is the Midori house, the greenhouse, and my only job here is to keep you both happy and hydrated. So if you haven't had water in a while, please get up and grab some water. If you have water next to you, I'm guessing you haven't moved in a minute. So why don't you go ahead, do a little stretch, wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Again, this is the Midori house, the greenhouse, and my only job here is to keep you both happy and hydrated. So if you haven't had water in a while, please get up and grab some water. Yep, it's Thursday for me. Thursday for me. So we will be live again tomorrow. It's double live day. Water break. Not sleepy. I'm drinking a Red Bull, so I'm not sleepy, and I'm sleepy. And I go to sleep till like 4 a.m. 4 in the morning. Yep, we're back to the old live schedule. Tuesday, Thursday, Fridays, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm back on my social media grind. I've been lacking too long. Hi Panda, hello, hello. Yes, you should always make instant ramen. That is always the answer. The answer is always yes. Okay, we have an earless cow. I need to look up what ears I should give this cow. He kind of looks like a naked dog right now. They have a mango tamarind liquid IV. Am I dumb? I didn't know that. My face is itchy, mamma mia. What am I looking up? Oh, cow. Cute. Okay, their ears just kind of stick out to the side. Say less. Do we give it horns though? Probably, I feel like y'all probably want me to give it horns and a tail. So let's do ears, horns, and a tail. They do, and it's caffeinated. Huh? Bugs are fine, you'll be okay. We need bugs. They're good. Don't be scared. Okay, that's cute. A nice big little ear. Oh, thank you, Elena. Thank you. It's giant and it's on your pillow. You'll be okay. It's just a bug. It's just a bug. Bugs are friends, y'all. We need bugs to live. Don't be scared. Okay, that's probably pretty good for that. And then we'll pipe on the ears and probably I'll sculpt the tail. We need bugs. We need bugs. We need them. They're important. This tiny little tail. There are so few bugs that can kill you. We have the most anti-venom in the entire world. We export anti-venom. We're so good at it. And I say this as someone who actively has bug allergies. Hi Plicked, hello, hello. I say this as someone who has been to the ER for bug stuff multiple times. No, So bugs do a lot of things. One, they're a huge food source for a lot of other things. Two, they pollinate, which is their probably most important thing besides breaking down soils and stuff. So they break down decomposing matter and turn it into soils that we can use to grow foods. And then they do the pollinating, so that way we can have the foods. And then they serve as a food source for all kinds of different things. Bugs play an incredibly large role in our ecosystem. Incredibly important. Is this everybody's favorite Minecraft song or just mine? Yeah, exactly, Francesca. They are critical whether you like them or not. Hi, Riley. Hello, hello. 200. Let's go. Abigail said, oops, I forgot. I forgot about the animals doing the animal thing. I feel like this is cute, but they're not gonna stick like this if I don't. Yeah. Clay's getting very dry. The clay is getting very dry because the humidity is so stinking low today. But we're gonna make it work. Hi, PGP. Hello, hello. I can tell that I'm missing a lot of chat, so thank you to everybody in chat who is communicating with whatever issue Potato is having. I looked up and I don't know what I missed. Tiny baby cow with big ears. I wanted it to have huge ears because I feel like baby animals either have like really, really big ears or really, really big eyes, and it makes them so cute. Oh, gosh. The clay's so dry. That's the only bad thing about working this tiny is it dries so fast on low humidity days. Such a pain. Such a pain. Okay. We have ears, we have a tail, now we just need little horns. Cow lover and cow expert. Wow, look at that. A little baby cow. Okay, now I'm gonna put a high firewire hook in the back of it so we can make it a UFO cow. Yeah, exactly, Axolotl. It does look like a cebu. Achumamu, 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 cebu. Hi, Waffles. I don't know if that... Okay, I thought it was too long for a second. I was like, I think I'm about to stab through the cow. Okay, cow charm complete. Now I make him a little UFO. From this whale shark that never happened. Of course I know VeggieTales clicked. Isn't that the like... I don't know. I feel like that's the thing, you know? That's the meta, VeggieTales. If you grew up on VeggieTales, you're just cooler. Okay. UFO. I don't want it to be huge. I think it'll be funny if it's just like slightly bigger than the cow. Maybe this big is good. Yeah, that's cute. Pesto sounds kind of fire, but it's from Costco. So. How many fins did you put on your whale shark? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So many. In this house, love bugs. Exactly. It needs one less if you want to make it a grill. I believe it has only one at the bottom or something, but. Denise, thank you so much for the flower. I really appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. I swear all of the gifts we've got today are from non-chatters. It's lagging a bit. No! I don't want it to lag. I don't want it to lag. I can't believe we're at 208 likes. Thank you so much to everybody who has liked the stream. I really appreciate y'all. Can I make Stitch? No, unfortunately not. Stitch is owned by Disney, I think. This is the base for a UFO. The frog art, I've been making stuff for 5 years now. Full time for 5 years. We don't risk angering the mouse. Exactly, only. Exactly, exactly. Bye, the books girl. Thank you so much for hanging out. Bye, Abigail. Thank you for hanging out. Pat is trash, said mommy. Is your mom in? Are you looking for your mom? Have you lost your mom? Do I make any food clay? Yeah, I've done a lot of food stuff actually. And of course now I can't think of anything. I do a lot of like food themed other things. Like I'm about to start an entire series of kind of food themed whale sharks, which I'm excited about. And I do a lot of fruits and such. Strawberry everything, yeah. So I've done strawberry everything. Pretty much. I've done strawberries, I've done strawberry dinos, I've done strawberry bears, strawberry cats, strawberry mushrooms, strawberry frogs. Hi, Brixton. A hot dog? A hot dog whale shark would be so cute. I wonder if I can do that. I think I'd have to sculpt it like 3D to make it cute. Maybe I'll try that off stream. I've been watching a streamer who eats a lot of hot dogs, so I'm on the hot dog vibe. I don't eat hot dogs myself. That was the first meat I stopped eating. Fun fact. Hi, Adopt Me. Hello, hello. I don't do any customs, unfortunately. Just due to the slow nature of ceramics in general and the amount of demand I have, I feel like it's not fair to do customs. If I open them up, I would never do anything but customs. So first come, first serve is currently the most fair way I can do things, unfortunately. Yeah, sorry. Hi, Porvy. Hello, hello. A sushi whale? That could be cute. I wonder how I'd make that work. I like the hot dog idea because whale sharks are already kind of, you know, hot dog shaped. They're already hot dog shaped. It's like, you know, wiener dogs. They're just hot dog shaped. I like how I've just been making a disc for like 10 minutes. It's for the UFO, guys, okay? It's for the UFO. Thanks, Plict. It keeps my brain happy, you know? I feel like I make better stuff because I just kind of make whatever I'm feeling at the time. So I'm like genuinely excited to make everything that I make versus like forcing myself to make a bunch of stuff. If that makes any sense. Thank you, KGTV. Thank you, thank you. Okay, that's probably good. You know what I'm saying? Here's the like top part of the UFO. You love the color of the sticky note? It's a pretty sticky note. Yeah, creative freedom. Yeah, that's another thing with like commissions and stuff. I feel like I can get really sad while making a commission because I hold myself to like a certain standard, and I'm so scared the entire time that the customer is gonna hate it. And so then I just, yeah, it's really difficult for me. Even if it's a piece that I've made before. Bye. Bye, 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 Key. Bye, Key. Is Kitty still in here? He is. He's eeping. He's eeping right now. I do the same thing I told you I never would. Now we're gonna slip and score this little alien orb onto the UFO base. Is there any part of the process that you don't like or struggle with? I love woodworking but hate sanding. I'll do everything else before but sanding. Honestly, I know this is kind of crazy, but I absolutely hate underglazing. I feel like the most rewarding part is sculpting, like having an idea in your head, trying to figure out how it's gonna work, and then doing it, and having a piece that comes out, like, for example, what we just made, this axolotl. Like having the vision in your head and then putting it down is great. And then after that, it's just like filling in like a coloring book. It's like, okay, now I have to paint it. And then underglaze requires 3 coats of every color. So the first coat is super fun, but the next 2 coats are not fun at all. And that's the part where you can totally ruin a piece as well. So it's high stakes on top of being like kind of boring. So that would have to be my answer, probably. A tea light shaped like a UFO. I could, but I don't really know how that would work because clay isn't transparent. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I love the sculpting part. Love, love, love. Like, you would think that I should just hire somebody who can paint for me all day, but alas. I don't know, I feel weird about that. I feel weird. Yeah, no, the cow's gonna be hanging under the UFO, Cherry. Hi, Dr. SP. We have a little mobile situation happening. A mobile. Maybe I'll make a couple of them. We'll see. really need to stop doing clay stuff and start doing underglaze so I can get this restock happening. I feel like that's so cute. I think this is my favorite UFO I've ever made. It's so cute. And then I'll put little dots at the bottom for the little lights. I can't make more of these today because I am running out of high fire wire. Oopsie. Oopsie. There we go. Ooh, little lights. Yay. Am I gonna sell these? Yeah, I sell everything that I make. All of it. Get it out of here. I don't want it. Except for little guy. You can't have him. Oops. That was not in the center, y'all. I might, Nikita, I might. I love the way this UFO came out, so I'm like tempted now. And it fits with the kind of like overall, the whale shark like space theme, you know? If y'all are part of Sticker Club, then you got my little guy space pirate stickers. And I feel like in my fake imaginary imaginary the Midori House universe, whale sharks are like space creatures that just get to kind of float around in space. And so to me the UFOs make sense with that. Poor V, happy 1 month. If that makes any sense to y'all. So I think the aliens, because I have aliens for this restock, and then we have, I don't know, I feel like they're all like, they could be in space thing. Dinosaurs don't exist, could be in space, how do we know? Axolotls, they're kind of like little aliens. Aliens, they're aliens. Whale sharks, they're in space. UFOs, in space. You see what I'm getting at? Do you see what I'm getting at, chat? Y'all are like, yeah, I see that you're insane. Okay, UFO, done. Cow, done. Look, it's gonna be like this. Ooh. Yeah, conspiracy space objects, exactly. Exactly. And you know, link in bio, I will announce the date when it gets a little closer. But all items are first come, first served during restocks, so. Yeah. Okay, y'all, I am a little bit eepy. My head kind of hurts. I know we only made it like an hour and a half, and I'm sorry about that, but I don't know. I feel like the end of, if I stream for another 30 minutes, by the end, y'all are gonna be so bored because I'm feeling kind of weird. But I'm probably just gonna make more of these after stream. So thanks for hanging out. I hope y'all enjoyed watching me. We made a axolotl today from start to finish, by the way, which is so cool. I made the clay sphere, and then we made all the gills and carved out the mouth, did the eyes, so y'all got to see the entire process for me making the clay part of the axolotl. And then I made my first ever second tiny little cow and a UFO. So thank you so much for being here. I hope y'all had a great time. I'm gonna go drink water and stretch or something. So yeah, I'll see y'all on tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Bye, 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 bye.